One. Jeff shovels on the left block. Shedrick Ford fakes left, fakes right, head fake, leans in, jumper on glass, won't go. Andy Strandmark goes up and slams it down off the hardwood, fighting for the rebound. And he is called for the foul inside.
And Shedrick looking for the foul inside, but SMS played excellent interior defense. And he probably, if he had to do it again, would kick it back out and start the offense again.
That is foul number 1 on Strandmark, the 17th foul on ISU. So for the first time in this ball game, one of the two teams is in the bonus.
Did you happen to notice the last time down the screen that Mike Wallace put on Jepson?
Did not see that.
Talk about snapping your head back.
A big old Mack truck.
Boy, he just like running into the side of the Hammond Center.
Daniel Novak at the free throw line up to our left. But with that being said, we saw on the other end where 165-pound Tyrese Bryson bowled him over like a bulldozer.
Selective strength.
Oh. Charged by Novak is up and good. He's got 9 in this contest. For as good a shooter as he is, he only shoots 60% from the free throw line.
Too close.
51-47. Birds by 4. Novak trying to make it 3, and he does. He's got 5 seconds on points, 10 in the ballgame now. Substitution, Charles Gaines is in. And Luke Dobbins is out of the lineup for Southwest Missouri State. Now looks like the Bears going to put on a half-court trap here the way it looks. No? It's man-to-man, I beg your pardon. Everyone pulls back. Randy Rice. Split second, didn't get it to him. Up top to Strandmark. On the left side to Shedrick Ford. Shedrick fires up top to Tyrese against Gaines. Shot clock at 15. Tyrese pushes Strandmark out of the way, who got his way on a drive. Bryson pulls it back outside the arc. Working the dribble, now pulls up from 22. Jumper. Rattles won't go. Yanders away with the rebound. Not the best shot for ISU. 6 minutes to play. Birds by 3. Yanders top of the key. Between the legs. Stop and go. Right of the circle. Spins. Looking for Novak. Right side to Novak outside the arc. Novak working left-hand dribble, takes it to the free throw line, bottom of the circle, bounces down low, Gaines inside, Strandmark, and he didn't even see it coming. And Gaines lays it up and in, he's got 10. It's a one-point game, and the Birds want time. 5:43 to play in this second half. Birds have led by as many as 7 after the intermission, now up by 1, 51-50. And it's a 30-second timeout of the court.
This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Littman's Furniture Interior. Littman's Furniture on Landmark Drive in Normal and in Peoria.
Well, the Birds are back in action on Sunday. We'll be down in Carbondale as ISU goes down to take on Southern Illinois. 1:30 on most of these network stations with Redbird Preview, followed by the tip-off at 2:05. And Southern getting knocked off by double-digit game last night by Bradley down in Carbondale.
Well, the early favorites aren't doing very well in the Missouri Valley, but like
outside of Indiana State, that is.
Yeah, but like Tom Richardson said, you know, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. There's a long season ahead.
Redbird 5 in the court right now. Byers, Ford, Rice, Bryson, and inbounding will be Sean Jepson on the far side. So Strandmark with a quick skip on the court. Jepson plays the ball in high on the left side to Tyrese. Tyrese outside the arc. Tyrese working with the right-hand dribble as he brings it between the circles. Man-to-man defense by the Bears. Tyrese now angling to the right side, gives it to Byers just in front of us. Looking inside is Byers, shovels up top to Randy Rice, shot clock at 18. To Jeff on the left wing. Jepson looks down low for Shedrick Ford, who's battling with Wallace on the block. Now Shed pops out, takes a pass on the left wing up top to Tyrese, shot clock at 10. Tyrese goes to work against Gaines, nearly lost the dribble, picks it up, gives to Randy Rice, right in the circle, bounce pass on the right block to Shedrick Ford, and it's kicked by Wallace. And that's the correct call with the Bears fans. Didn't like the fact that it came off of Wallace's foot, then off the hand of Shedrick Ford, not a bounce. But it's a good call because it was a kick.
And better yet, Illinois State gets a fresh 35, and they were down to 3 seconds last time and wouldn't have gotten a good shot.
Randy Rice inbounding baseline right off to our right. Lobs up the near sideline of Ford out top to Jepson. Again, that new shot clock right side to Bryson. Ball is deflected by Wallace and an offensive foul on Shedrick Ford in that whole exchange just in front of us here somehow. So Ford with the foul is first. That's the 8th team foul against ISU.
That was a good call on Shedrick Ford. He was moving as he tried to set the screen, and Gaines with good anticipation would have stolen the pass, so not a bad foul.
5:08 to play in this basketball game. Birds up by 1, 51-50. Wallace at the free throw line tried to tie it up. Give his SMS Bears a 1-point lead if he can hit them both.
Well, the Illinois State's offense has gone kind of stale here the last 2 minutes.
So Mike Wallace at the free throw line. Go ahead and insert your 60 minutes joke at any time yourself. Missed the free throw, did Wallace. So he's 2 of 3. That helps the Birds. Quickly up court, left wing. Bryson driving in, and a foul is called on Charles Gaines. On the drive, that is his 4th. And the 16th foul on SMS. That's a tough matchup for Gaines, who stands at, 6'7". He's a good-looking player, only a sophomore for the Bears. Now substitution. As Rich Myers is out, Cedric Knight is back in the ISU lineup. I beg your pardon. No, Myers stayed in. Randy Rice went and sat down. They're all standing over there at the sideline. Randy Rice takes a seat, so a big lineup out there for ISU. That's with Bryson back at the point guard spot now. Tyrese inbounding, baseline left off to our left, make it right. It's on the left wing to Jepson. Jepson telling Cedric Knight to get away from there, drives the baseline, and he travels on the left baseline, came to a jump stop and tried to kick it back behind him to Rich Myers. Actually, Jeff sent Cedric away, was trying to get him the ball on the right block, and Ced didn't see it coming. 51-50, Bears fans to their feet, 4:51 to play, Birds on top by 1. The Yanders across the top line from right to left. Gibbs on the right wing to Novak, out top the Raiders, spins around Myers, drives to the paint, kicks it in the corner to Travis Watt. Watt is left of the circle, the Raider out top to Novak again. Novak left wing, gives it a baseline. Yanders on the hoop, goes up, throws it off the bottom of the rim. Safe going out of bounds by Bryson. Throws it off to Hardwood. Jepson comes away with it in traffic. Jepson up court to the free throw line, crosses over, fades off play, shot will go, and Wallace ties for the rebound. Not the best shot for Sean Jepson. 4:15 to play. Yanders spins around Bryson across the timeline. All kinds of contact. Jepson poking at the basketball, and he got his hand caught with it in the cookie jar. The foul is called on Jepson. That's a second on Jepson. 19 fouls. Now the Redbirds, and at the free throw line will be Robert Yanders. And Yanders outstanding from the stripe at 86% of the season.
Well, it seems like every time Illinois State gets a little bit of a cushion, they make a decision that isn't in the best interest of the team. And that time, Jepson, I thought, was a little too out of control. Maybe should have backed it out.
Randy Rice back in the lineup. Sean Jepson sits down. And Yanders had the free throw line out to our left. He's got 10 points in the contest. And 1 plus the bonus hits the first.
Well, a game in the 50s is certainly not what Illinois State wanted.
No.
The tempo has been very much to Southwest Missouri's likings all night.
The Redbirds would have liked this one to have been a very up-tempo ball game, something in the upper 70s, maybe. Second toss by Yanders, up and good, and now the Bears have a 1-point lead, 52-51 with 4:10 to play. And Raider urging the crowd to its feet. And the Bear fans respond. Fires between the circles, gets high the right side to Bryson. Bryson off a pick, working out top, crosses over against Walk, right of the circle, spins, kicks it left wing. Randy Rice down low, spinning. Cedric Knight, hook shot is up, rattles and falls, and a big bucket inside by the freshman from Louisville.
Well, he really has a nice soft touch on the inside. That time he got bumped a little bit, but still got it to go.
The Birds by 1, 53-52, 3:40 to play. Travis Walk to the right wing. Way outside the arc, shovels up top to Wallace. Wallace kicks it left wing to Yanders. Yanders looking down low, setting Reeder out of the block. Now here comes a pick. Yanders to the baseline. Burns gets it behind him to Reeder. Back in the corner to Yanders. Shot clock at 14. Yanders out of the bucket, driving, and he stepped on the end line, and the Bears turn it over. And those are the kind of decisions right there that are driving Barry Hinson crazy by Robert Yanders.
Well, even if he hadn't stepped on the baseline, where was he headed?
3:26 to play in the second half. Birds again on top by 1, 53-52. We're back in Springfield in a moment here on the ISU Redbird Radio Network.
Scott and Nancy, mornings from 6 until 9 on The Voice, 1230 WJBC.
At El Paso Outdoor Center, a long snowmobile ride doesn't mean a sore body. They carry the Ski-Doo Formula Deluxe line. These sleds will provide you with the latest technology like a ZX Platform Rotax Series 3 motors and SC10 2-rear suspension. Not only do you get the performance, you also get the convenience features like electric start, reverse, auto-style mirror, and pillowy smooth suspension setup. Come and visit El Paso Outdoor Center in El Paso. Let the ride begin.
Think back to your childhood. You'd run into the corner store for bubblegum and trading cards. Freedom Oil is that corner store. They have several locations around Bloomington, Normal, and McLean County to help you stay warm this winter. It's really cold outside, and they want to remind you to keep at least a quarter of a tank of gas in your car at all times. While you're there, warm yourself up with a hot cup of coffee or cappuccino. Your tastes have changed since you were a child. You crave cappuccino now instead of cream soda, and Freedom Oil is still there. Your convenient neighborhood store.
Well, I got 3:26 to play this one here in Springfield at the Hammond Student Center. Mark Johnson along with Mike Matthews, 53-52. The Birds on top by 1. Here's some shooting numbers in the second half. ISU has cooled off considerably, hitting 9 of 22 for 41%, hitting 46% for the ballgame. Meanwhile, in the second half, the Bears hit 17 for 47% for the ballgame. They're shooting 45%. Rebounding numbers, boy, still all. It is all Bears here, 34-20 off the glass. Turnovers, 11 for ISU, 17 for SMS.
And if Illinois State's going to get out of here with a win, Mark, they're going to have to make much better decisions at both ends of the floor and come up with some big plays.
Well, Randy Rice is the guy that normally gets the Birds in their correct offensive sets. He is back in. Jepson on the bench right now. So Rice along with Cedric Knight, Rich Myers, Shedrick Ford, and Tyrese Bryson on the court for ISU.
And Southwest Missouri continues to do a nice job guarding Bryson.
Full court pressing defense now. Randy Rice comes back and takes it. He'll work off man-to-man against Robert Yanders now. Across the timeline from left to right. Bit of contact with a push off by Rice. No call. Rice angles toward the right side. Looking for Bryson. Gives outside the arc to Tyrese. Walk is on him. Tyrese looking inside for Shedrick. Gives up wide right of the lane. Novak guarding him. Shed pulls it out. Shovels up top to Randy Rice. Left of the circle. Byers pulls up from 16. Jumper. Rattles what goes. Cedric Knight. The foul. His putback is up and in. And Sens having a good second half with 8 points.
Yeah, nice job, especially on the offensive glass. He got to the weak side, and Byers missed a good shot. And Knight was there to put it back in.
All right, Birds up by 3, 55-52, just inside 3 minutes to play. Yanders between the circles. Randy shadows in. Gives off high on the right side to Novak. Novak against Shedrick Ford. Left of the circle past the walk. Has a pick set. Dribbles up top to the right side. To the baseline. Pulls up. Fader from 15. Jumper won't go. Rebound. Reader fighting for it. Taken on the baseline by Bryson off the bounce. Tyrese walks it across the timeline from left to right.
And this is a very important trip. Illinois State needs to get something out of it.
Really need a bucket here. Rice in left of the circle. Gives up on the wing now to Randy Rice. Looks inside for Knight. Gives up left of the circle pass to Byers. Byers dribbles out top. Hands back to Randy. Shot clock at 17. Game clock at 2:15. Shedrick Ford, right of the circle, working the ball, gives off to Bryson, shovels behind him. Tyrese off a pick by Cedric Knight. Tyrese stop and go off the left side, drives in a triple team, tries to jump it up over the top, and it's stolen away by Reader. Bad choice by Bryson. Up the right side, Travis Walk outside the arc, up the sideline to Yanders, up top to Reader, high the left side to Novak. Birds in a man-to-man defense, up by 3. Walk up top between the circles. 1:50 to play. Travis Walk angles toward the left side. Two-hands it to Novak between the circles. Driving in Shedrick Ford. Bounces baseline left from 17. Walk jumper. Too strong. Randy Rice to weak side rebound. Yanked it away from Reader. Spins around Yanders and a foul is called on Robert Yanders. Sending Randy Rice to the free throw line to shoot 1 plus the bonus. Yanders his 3rd personal foul. And he just reached out and grabbed Randy Rice by the jersey because Randy spun around him lightning quick. And it would have been a 3-on-1 break. So Rice to the free throw line off to our right. And now a timeout is called by SMS. With 1:38 to play, it's a 30-second timeout. Rice at the stripe off to our right. And the Birds nursing a 3-point advantage, 55-52.
This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Whitaker's Country Oak Shop. For the best selection of quality Amish-made solid oak furniture, visit Whitaker's Country Oak Shop on Broadway at the south edge of Hudson.
Well, let's hope the Birds can get out of here with the win. It's not been the sharpest performance we've seen all season long. Certainly not a carbon copy of what we saw Monday when ISU knocked off Creighton by 12 points, 75-63. It's been a rather lackluster performance, but let's hope they can hold on here. Randy can hit a couple of free throws, give ISU a 5-point advantage with about 90 seconds to play.
Well, I think we need to give credit where credit's due, and Southwest Missouri has come in with a nice game plan and executed it very well and played the tempo they want, and they got Illinois State maybe right where they want them.
Boy, Manny, the Birds have got to do something, and I know Tom has been working on this, but they've got to do something about this rebounding problem. Last check, we haven't got a new stat update during this dead ball here, but last check, the Bears had a 14 rebound advantage. So Rice free throw line right. Looking for 2. Randy hitting only 60% from the stripe on the campaign. Right-handed toss is on the way. Yes, nothing but net. And Rice has got 4.
And Illinois State's going to have to play good defense over the last 98 seconds also.
56-52, Birds by 4, looking for 5. Rice can give it to him. The junior college transfer from Wabash Valley Community College. Let's fly with the right hand. He got a both. He's got 5. The Birds are up by 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's as cool as the other side of the pillow, isn't he?
Yes, he is. 1:35 to play. Yanders across the timeline as he angles toward the right side from right to left. Looking down low. Drive to the 3-point line, top the Raider. Fakes a 3. Looks to drive, but nearly falling over. Leans in. Throws it up. And a foul is called on Rich Byers. Reeder was about as out of control as you can possibly be. He looked like he was stumbling his way down the lane to the baseline, and Rich Byers retreating his whistle for a personal foul. 1:25 to play, and for Byers, that is his first and the 10th team foul, so it's double bonus time. A couple of quick score updates from the Valley tonight. Creighton leading Indiana State 66-53 with 6 minutes to play. Drake leading Wichita State 79-75 with 5:35 to play. Valley scoreboard update brought to you by Edward Jones Investments. Reeder free throw line left, right-handed toss. Reynolds won't go. He missed it.
And it's important now that Illinois State steps in. Knight, Byers, we got to have the rebound.
Substitutions now. Randy Rice is out. Cedric Knight is out. Sean Jepson in and Dirk Williams in. So Randy comes out, your floor leader. He sits down. And you bring a shooter in at Jepson and a rebounder in Dirk Williams.
And Dirk Williams is also a very good free throw shooter.
Yes, he is. Tossed by Reeder. This one's up and going. That might be the reason both of those guys better free throw shooters than the guys that replaced. Substitution now. Gaines exits, and he's replaced on the court by Mike Wallace. I beg your pardon, Manuel Randall.
Well, right now it's a 2-possession game. Illinois State needs to mark every time they get a possession.
Birds up by 4. Bryson in backcourt. We got a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. And who was fouled?
Travis Walk fouled Rich Byers, I believe.
Okay, Byers is the foulee, and he's the worst free throw shooter on the court right now at 55% on the season. Byers has struggled from the stripe. The foul on Walk, that is his first, and the 8th team foul on SMS.
Mark my mistake, it's going to be Shedrick Ford.
Okay, Shedrick Ford, he's a 71% free throw shooter. So Byers is down to the block next to Mike Wallace, and Shedrick at the stripe off to our right.
And Cedric Knight back into the game, and Jepson out, Williams out.
So that's what we got going right now. Defensive, offensive substitution. Shedrick at the stripe, tosses up and good, and Shed's got 5 in this one. That's his first point here in the second half. Randall is out. Reeder is back in for offense now for SMS. And the Birds are up by 5, 58-53 with 1:23 to play.
Big free throw here.
And if ISU can just keep hitting free throws, we'll get ourselves a win here tonight. Second one rattles, but does go down. Shed's got 6. Now the Birds drop back at a half court on defense. 1:20 to play. Birds up by 6, 59-53. Yanders tries the left side, straight to the rack, throws it up and in. And not much off the clock that time. Now Randy Rice takes the inbounds pass. Yanders with the bucket. He's having a big second half. And Rice gives up to Bryson. Nobody fouls Bryson with 1:05 to play. Now here comes Novak off a pick. Bryson still has it up top. Covered up by Novak, and now a reach shot against Novak, and he's whistled for the personal, his second. 19th foul on the Bears, and why take so long to foul?
And Barry Henson very upset that they fouled Bryson. I think he wanted the foul away from the ball and somebody other than Bryson.
Well, I tell you what, they had the chance to foul Randy Rice, and Randy only 60% free throw shooter here as soon as he got the ball, but nobody did. Yanders backed off of him. They gave up to Bryson, who of course strokes it at 78% this season, but for his career is up over 80. Bryson at the stripe. His first toss is up and in, and he's 3 for 3 tonight. Bryson's got 5 here in the second half, 12 in the contest. And a substitution now with 60 seconds to play. The Birds up by 5, 60-55. And it's a 30-second timeout called by the Bears of SMS.
This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Denison Toyota. For the best in new Toyotas, pre-owned vehicles, and certified pre-owned Toyotas, see Bob Denison Toyota at 1508 Morrissey Drive. Good people selling good cars at good prices.
Now it looks like the Bears fans getting frustrated with this SMS team. Hit the X's already with 60 seconds to play, and their team only down by 5. Bryson at the stripe. He can make this a 6-point game once again.
I've never understood that, why you sit and watch a basketball game for 2 hours, and with 1 minute to play, and your team's still very much in the game, you head to the parking lot.
Got to get to that car, Mike. Got to get home quickly.
Why are you here in the first place?
I have no idea. Believe me, I don't understand it either. The Redbird 5 in the court right now. Shedrick Ford, Randy Rice, Cedric Knight, Rich Byers, and Tyrese Bryson on the free throw line.
Well, you think the Birds will go to zone at the other end?
I bet they will.
Something to think about.
Bryson free throw line right. Byers hits a bit of iron, but the iron is kind. He hits it. He's got 13. Birds up by 6. Inside the final minute. Yanders across the timeline from right to left. In a man-to-man. Novak high on the right side for 3. Yes! Oh, what a big shot that was by Daniel Novak. And out to a three-point ball game with 52.6 to play. And a timeout is called. It's a 30-second timeout. Now the core with 52.6 to play, and then we talked about Daniel Novak and what kind of shot he has. And he trades another one. That makes it a three-point Redbird advantage. Birds will have it following the timeout.
This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Denison Toyota. For the best in new Toyotas, pre-owned vehicles, and certified pre-owned Toyotas, see Bob Denison Toyota at 1508 Morrissey Drive. Good people selling good cars at good prices.
Novak on the season does not even have the best three-point shooting percentage of anyone on this Bears team. He's stroking at 39%. Dobbins is your leader in that category at 41, but Novak coming into this one was a 12 of 31 from outside the arc.
You know, the NCAA continues to look at ways of speeding up the end of games, and boy, the three-point shot sure has a big impact on that.
It certainly does. Now, Birds will have it against full court pressing defense. 52.6 to play. Birds up by 3, 61 to 58. Ball in the hands of Bryson now. Bryson across the timeline. He'll keep it as long as he can. Work of the dribble. Gives out to Shedrick Ford. Shedrick out top. To Sean Jepson, who was nearly over back there. Wow, I thought maybe he was. On the timeline, Yanders off of him. Now here comes Yanders to pick him up. But Jeff's got the count moving. Gives out to Tyrese Bryson. Down to 30 seconds. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bryson out top. Work of the dribble against Novak. Fakes a three. Dumps off left side to Dirk Williams. Shovels out to Shedrick Ford. Shot clock at 3. Down to 2. Shedrick stripped on the way up. And the Bears have it. Yanders off court. 15 to play. Drives straight into the bucket. Throws it off the bottom of the rim. Wallace the rebound. Outside. Novak for 3. Jumper won't go. Jepson the offensive, or the defensive rebound rather. With 6 to play, and he's finally fouled. 61-58, and a golden opportunity for the Bears missed as Yanders went in for the layup rather, went 2 foot under the bucket and throw it off the bottom of the rim. But the offensive rebound by Wallace kicked out to Novak, and he could not deliver for a second time.
Boy, did he have a good look.
He was wide open, could not train it, and Jepson goes up and cradles the rebound. And he was fouled. The foul call on Travis Watt, his second.
Double bonus.
Jeff has got 2 coming. The first one on the way, and it's in. And Jepson at 87% for the stripe does not miss often. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He's got 18 in the ballgame. Now Dirk Williams exits. Cedric Knight is in for ISU. Birds up by 4. Jepson to make it 5. Yes. And he hits it. And now another timeout is called. This one by ISU. A 30-second timeout with 6 seconds to play. Make it a full timeout. We'll take a quick break. We're back in a moment. The Birds lead the Bears by 5 in the waning seconds here on the ISU Redbird Radio Network.
This is The Voice. 1230 WJBC, Bloomington.
You're driving on a winding road. As you round a curve, you see a flare. You immediately think, accident. As you get closer and closer to the red cautionary flame, your curiosity flashes. You wonder what happened. All you can think is you're grateful it's not you in that car. It's not you who lost control. But what if it had been you? That's why, in a claims emergency, Country Company's insurance gives you immediate advice from someone with authority. Someone who can help you figure out what to do next. Help you get some control over the situation. How to get home. What you're going to drive tomorrow. After all, if you can't trust an insurance company to respond to your needs quickly, how can you trust them with bigger issues? Like protecting your home and life. Country Company's insurance. Real people. Real answers. Real quick.
See the Country Company's agent near you or visit www.countrycompanies.com.
Well, the key of this ballgame thus far has been ISU hitting 8 of 8 from the free throw line in this second half. Now lead 63-58. Baseball pass up court, deflected out of bounds by Cedric Knight. On a quick pass up court by Travis Walk. So it's SMS ball with 4.9 seconds to play. And a 5-point contest. Bears have played in. Yanders baseline right off to our left. Lob pass to Wallace in the paint. He throws it up. Shot hangs and falls. 2.4 to play. So it's a 3-point ball game with 2.4 seconds to play. 63-60. The alley-oop for the paint. It's a full timeout. Called by the Bears. We'll go ahead and take a break and bring her back here in a moment or not. It is a full timeout, yes. 63-60. Birds by 3 with 2.4 to play. Back after this on the ISU Redbird Radio Network.
Today's news today. News 1230 WJBC.
Bob Dennison Toyota and Illinois State University basketball continue to be a winning combination. Like the Redbirds, Dennison Toyota has proven its excellence over the course of time. For the last decade, the dedicated and professional staff has made customer service before, during, and after the sale their primary focus. Receiving the Toyota Presidential Award proves their devotion to customer satisfaction. Bob Dennison offers Central Illinois a wide selection of Toyota cars, like the dependable Corolla, Camry, the perfect family sedan, and Avalon, the ultimate expression of affordable luxury. Toyota trucks and SUVs are also abundant at Dennison. The fun RAV4, the mighty 4Runner, and the exciting new Sequoia stand out in their class. Dennison Toyota also stocks a wide variety of Toyota certified pre-owned vehicles, providing reliability and peace of mind to pre-owned buyers. Bob Dennison Toyota, good people, selling good cars at good prices every day on Morrissey Drive in Bloomington.
Okay, Birds inbounding on the backcourt off to our left. Rich fires the trigger man, looking, full court pressing defense, obviously, and now a foul is called. And the Bears, is that Yanders?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yanders trying the oldest trick in the book. He grabbed Bryce and tried to pull him down on top of him.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent play, and Yanders knew that that was the only chance he really had. And
so he pulled Bryson down. They slap hands. Everything's all right there. But the official on top of that one making sure that you didn't get one of those goofy calls where somehow they call that an offensive foul. So Bryson at the free throw line, 2.4 to play, 63-60. Bryson needs them both. Free throw is up. Oh, and he missed it.
he just needs one.
All right. Now the pressure's out now. Now Tyrese is smiling. That nervous look he's got in his face.
Yeah, I think he's got it reversed, doesn't he? Don't you make it and then smile?
Right, you want to make the shot.
And then smile.
Yeah. So now this one's all of a sudden become very tough for Tyrese. Substitution, Reeder and Wallace in for rebounding. Birds have pulled everybody off the lane.
And SMS is out of timeouts.
All right, here we go. Bryson at the stripe. Let's fly. It's all the way. Go, and he got it. 4-point ball game. And that should be it right there. Wallace looking. Plays in the walk. Makes the catch. Bobbles. Knocked away by Bryson. And that's your ball game. And the Birds have come in here. The Hammond Student Center did not play overly well, but they sneaked one away from the Bears and kind of make up for that home loss to Indiana State this past Saturday.
Yeah, you got to steal a couple on the road, and we certainly stole one here tonight.
Boy, it was not pretty tonight, but a win is a win is a win, as they say. With that victory, the Birds improved to 10-2 overall, 2-1 in the Missouri Valley Conference. Meanwhile, Barry Hinson's Bears fall to 5-8 overall, 1-3 in Missouri Valley Conference play. So a sigh of relief by everyone wearing red here tonight at Hammond Student Center.
And there was quite a few students from Illinois State up in the end zone here and made quite a bit of noise, especially down the stretch. And Illinois State didn't play one of their typical second halves, Mark, but still got out of here with victory.
Well, they probably weren't the most popular fans in the place, but there was a group just up to our right here that was holding up a big ISU sign, a big blanket that said ISU on it. They're making some noise. So they leave here happy tonight as the Birds win it. Your final score,
64-60.
They already shut the clock down. Couldn't even tell you. 64-60. The Birds by 4. Let's put a wrap on our play-by-play coverage. ISU back in action on Sunday. Will be in Carbondale as the Redbirds take on Southern Illinois. The Salukis lost last night by double digits to Bradley at home. We'll hit the air at 1:30 with Redbird preview, followed by the tip-off at 2:05. For Mike Matthews, for Sammy Haga and R.C. McBride, back in our network studios, I'm Mark Johnson. The Redbirds victorious, win their second Valley game in a row, 64-60 over Southwest Missouri State. And you heard it here tonight on the ISU Redbird Radio Network.
Illinois State University basketball. Byers open, takes the three. Redbirds.
Oh, what a shot by Byers!
Play-by-play coverage of Illinois State University basketball on WJBC has been brought to you by...
Oh, he's in Fuego!
Country Companies Insurance. Real people with real answers, real quick. Freedom Oil and Dennison Toyota.
Stay tuned. Long three-pointer on the way, right between the eyes.
The post game is coming your way next, right here on The Voice, 1230 WJBC.